All right, so what are some things that take away from your self-worth? What are things that happen that make you question the man that you are, whether you're a good provider, a good leader? What are those things?
When I get beat up, my family's affected, right? When I'm riding that mountain, right, and I'm on the top, feel good, self-confidence, right? I got a feeling of high self-worth, right? When you get down into that valley, life sucks.
Yeah. Are we going to be perfect all the time? No. But it's just taking those steps and deciding that you're going to act in that way.
We've been through that, hey, we thought it was about the money, we did that. We've gone through that, and that's not where fulfillment comes from. Fulfillment comes from having purpose.
I'm excited about this. Actually, this day was what I was excited about the most.
I noticed some of the kids that weren't so fortunate to have, desserts for cold lunches and stuff like that. I felt bad about that. So initially I just ended up bringing a couple backpacks of, Twinkies, Ho-Hos, Zingers, Snowballs, or whatever. Initially, I didn't come in trying to sell Twinkies. I did pretty well. I think I would make like $100 or $200 every week, at like 11 or 12 years old, and I thought I was rich, which was pretty good. But see, I didn't go into that wanting to sell it. I felt bad for some of the kids in my grade that weren't fortunate enough to be able to have, a nice dessert lunch. So I just try to take that with me every day moving forward to provide value first, and the time, the money, and the freedom will, hopefully follow me generously. So that's
they're closing doors, so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to fix roofs. I'm going to be a roof leak detective. You know what? I'm going to go find stuff. I'm going to find the leak and fix it instead of just replacing the whole roof. And say, hey, let's just fix your roof leak and then do some maintenance to it. And then when you get ready to buy a $1 million roof, who are you going to buy it from? And you're going to buy it from me because we're friends. We build a relationship. And so now my next phase in life is my son, and I brought him because I want him to be involved on a different level. Being with a bunch of business owners versus a bunch of roofers.
3 years later, I wake up, I've got no money, I'm in an empty house, I've got a crippling drug addiction. So my parents sent me to rehab. 10 months later, I come back to Arkansas. I've been sober for 7 months now. Now I'm rededicating my life, my time into learning how to scale PI roofing and allow my dad to have a plausible exit strategy.
So then I got into roofing. I started in New York. I think the first time I got a roof was a 3-square garage in New York. I think that it was a cop, and then the cop paid me $10,000 for 3-square roofs. I was like, oh shit, I made $8,000 one day. Since then, all I wanted to do now is roof.
I haven't been able to write a commission check yet, but I guarantee that's going to be one of the best days of my life. Being able to say, hey, you did this, go accomplish. One of my guys wants to adopt 2 kids. He's a student pastor, wife wants to stay at home. To be able to help him achieve that, that's fun for me. That lights me up.
And I want to start a nonprofit. It's called Feed the City in my local area. And so I learned, instead of giving people Twinkies, I want it to be healthy, wholesome foods, and provide for them. So.
Past experiences, man. Glad that people told me that I'm not good enough. Because that's what motivated me to be where I am.